And turning now to continuing coverage of a Henderson County murder trial. Michael Wilkie was charged 3 years ago with the murder of his wife, Shelby. News 13's Jerica Insco has been in court all day and just stepped out to give us an update. What's happening now, Jerica?
Well, they actually just finished up for the day, and a detective with the Henderson County Sheriff's Office just got off the witness stand, and he was talking about a conversation that he had with Michael Wilkie just a few days after a missing persons case for his wife was filed. And he also talked about a burned barrel that was found in Wilkie's backyard. Now, we've been in court all day, and the jurors have heard from sheriff's deputies, one of which shared voicemails that both Michael Wilkie and Shelby's family left her on her phone on January 2nd, 2012, the day she was reported missing. Then we heard from one of Michael Wilkie's ex-wives who recalled a physical altercation between the two of them in 2004 when she was 4 months pregnant, which involved him choking her. Now, the person on the witness stand who was there for the longest today was the lead investigator in the case. She testified about what evidence a chemical spray found after a search warrant was issued on Michael Wilkie's home. She was a detective at the time and recalled swirl marks and drag marks on the floor throughout the home and out the front door. Now, that lead investigator also testified that Michael Wilkie was, quote, extremely nervous and sweating when she spoke with him on January 3rd about his wife's case. Now, she also said that after that conversation, it, quote, went from a missing persons case to a homicide case. Reporting live in Hendersonville, Jerica Insco, News 13.
The prosecution called its final witness today in the murder trial of Michael Wilkie. 3 years ago, Wilkie was charged with killing his wife Shelby and burning her dismembered body. News 13's Jerica Insco was in court for today's testimony. She joins us from the Henderson County Courthouse. Jerica?
That's right. Court wrapped up today at 5 with the jury hearing from more witnesses, including sheriff's deputies, detectives, and one of Michael Wilkie's ex-wives. Now, one deputy got on the witness stand today and shared voicemails left on Shelby's phone from Michael Wilkie and her family on January 2nd, 2012, which was the day she was reported missing. Then we heard from one of Michael Wilkie's ex-wives who got on the witness stand and said Michael Wilkie assaulted her back in 2004 while they were married and she was 4 months pregnant with their daughter. But then the lead investigator in the case was on the witness stand for the longest today, testifying that Michael Wilkie was extremely nervous and sweating during a conversation with him one day after a missing persons report was filed. That same detective also talked about the evidence a chemical spray found after a search warrant was issued on Michael Wilkie's home. She stated seeing swirl and drag marks on the floor out the front door of the home where Shelby and Michael Wilkie once lived. Now, the trial isn't over yet. I did speak with the prosecutor in court today, and he tells me that their portion will wrap up tomorrow, handing it over to the defense. Reporting live in Hendersonville, Jerica Insco, News 13.